welcome to my stream. Today we're going to be making a functional sink. It's going to be giant sized or like little big size, so like it's going to be bigger than Sackboy, so like human sized I guess. So it's going to have running water, so like faucet handles that turn hot and cold water, water pressure, and the water is going to be able to interact with objects such as like a cup or a mug. And I'm thinking maybe we can make it fill up the sink if we have like the drain plug-in and an ice cube tray. So yeah, I'm gonna get started building the sink. I'm using my real life sink as like a reference. So like as a base, I need wood. This might be too dark. Alright, so this is like the wood. It's gonna be bigger than that. And then the countertop. I'll need stone for that, so I'm looking for like this speckled stone, gray concrete. I might need to make it more layers, but I think this is fine for now. Alright, and then for the actual sink I'll need metal. So scuffed metal I think is good, or I could use stainless steel. I could always material change it later. But for now I'm gonna use this. And it's gonna be like rectangle shaped. Like this. Oh yeah, I need to make the like the inside of the sink should be metal, so I have to place it down a bit more. And then cut it out like that. Oh, your PS4 got fixed, you got your saved data. That's good. This isn't centered, and that sort of bothers me a little bit, but that's okay. Alright, I hope I made that big enough. Oh yeah, I need to change the layers. Okay, and then, oh yeah, that needs to have a back. Like this, and then I could, I guess, make it bigger. But yeah, then after I finish building the sink, we could like make the faucet and stuff. And we're gonna be using the rotating disc for that, and the object animation tweaker. Like I've heard that some people say that object animation tweaker is like useless, but like that's because they don't know it could be used with the rotating disc. Like yeah, there are very few objects that it could be used for. Like the object animation tweaker, despite its name, could be used for other stuff too, not just objects. It could be used for the rotating disc. After watching the state of play, I confirm LBP3 is or GTA 6. Yeah, I guess so. I never actually played GTA. But yeah, LBP3 would be like, getting LBP3 would be crazy. At least GTA 6 has actually been announced. We haven't heard anything about LBP3. I don't know if it's happening, but like I obviously hope it's happening, but like everyone says that there's like no chance or whatever. Okay, this is gonna be the base where the sink faucet is, because that's how it is in my sink in real life. Like there's like a base, and then there's like the faucet handles. And then alright, so here's what we have so far. and then the rotating disc. So we're gonna be putting the faucet handles on. The faucet handle, we're gonna be using the core door handle. It's called core door handle, I know, but like we could improvise and use it as a sink handle. It's kind of hard to center stuff in with the decoration mount, so what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna make it smaller, so my pop-it cursor thing is like in the way. I hope this is centered, but if I spin it, okay, I need to move it back a little bit. I think, yeah. But yeah, this is like, I mean, technically it was good enough before. But yeah, I think this is good, so now I just need to make this bigger. It's good enough, I guess. It isn't shifting position too much, but I should have done that after placing the object animation tweaker, because that's just gonna like throw it out of position. Let me show you what I mean by that. So if I place the object animation tweaker, and if I set this to 1, this has to be at a speed of 1 to even work with the animation tweaker. And now what I'm gonna do, I need to make this grabbable, so I need to place an actual physical material, and I'm just gonna make that invisible. So it's gonna look like you're grabbing the faucet, but you're actually grabbing the sink handle. So yeah, it's really difficult to have it at the center. Yeah, it's like a lot of trial and error. So I'm just like, whatever, it doesn't really matter here too much. Oh, I forgot to set this to positional. I was wondering why I was turning. But yes, positional. There we go. But yeah, basically the way that we're gonna do this is we're gonna make it so we have to have a battery. Let me finish doing the physics, and then I'm gonna do the logic. I mean, not a battery, I meant to say a timer. But yeah, we're gonna make this invisible. I just realized I need to make this bigger. Okay. I'm gonna have to zoom in again and okay, yeah, I think that's good. And then I'm gonna use the, what's it called, the material tweaker to make it grabbable. And then when you grab this, it's gonna rotate. I'll actually need a controlator so you could control which way you're rotating. So I'm gonna make it so when you press R1 and when you like move your joystick, then it rotates. So controlator is set to receiver controlled by nearest player, so you don't have to be inside of it. And then I'm just gonna have a grab switch. And an AND gate. So when you press R1 and when you're moving your, I guess your wrist stick, then that should control the faucet moving forwards and backwards. And we're gonna use a timer for that. So you could probably do it with the faucet by itself, but I just prefer using a timer so I can see everything on the circuit board. So forwards, backwards, and then I'll connect that to the object animation tweaker. Positional. Okay, yeah, now it's facing the wrong way. This should be facing inwards. Or Okay, now it's good. We just want to set the end time to be facing the other way. I'm gonna set it to start stop for now, and then okay, so it's facing this way. It's facing right, or that's left. I want it to be facing the front. So what we could do here is we could adjust the end time like so. So it's facing in. So when we turn it, it's pretty much going from that way to here, I think, yeah. Move it over to this side. But I feel like it should be going the other way. Yeah, it would make more sense if it was rotating the other way. Alright, there we go. And now we're just gonna glue that. We're gonna move it forward a layer, and then we're gonna glue it to the faucet. Wait, no. Maybe back a layer. Alright, there we go. I think that's good. And then after we got this one working, we could just copy and paste it. But yeah, we're gonna use the advanced glue tool because I just want to glue it to like the physical object, not the sink. I can't see the decoration thing, so I'm just gonna move this up a bit so I could glue it, and then I'm gonna place it down there. And I need sticker panel because it's not actually touching, because you can't glue together two objects if it's not touching, so that's why I'm using sticker panel. Alright, there we go. Oh, I forgot to... I should said this is static. But yeah, there we go. We just have to make it forwards and backwards. So you go forwards and backwards. And we're gonna make it 2 seconds so it's faster. But yeah, that's how it's gonna work. Wait, speed skill would actually be better because speed skill allows it to stop. And I'm gonna try 1 second. Alright, so in PP mode, here's how it looks. We have the sink. We have it rotating like this. Now we just have to copy and paste it, and then we have to make the water. To copy and paste it, flip it, and then we should be good. So let's test it out. Oh yeah, sound effects. We have to add sound effects. I'll do that after the water though. I'm just gonna move this one over a little bit so it's not hanging off the edge like that. And now for the actual faucet. So like, the actual spout. So I was like experimenting with different decorations we could use for this. So I was thinking maybe this one or this one. I think I'm gonna end up using this one. This one is color changeable, by the way. I'm gonna test out that one for a second. Because I just want it to be like a specific shade of gray. So like if this is color changeable and we could get it to the right shade of gray, I might end up using this instead of the other decorations. But yeah, that's decent. But I really like this the shiny texture of the other ones, and plus this one is like it's like a little bit yellowish. But yeah, I'm gonna use these decorations right here. We might need a decoration mount. I'm just gonna use one just in case. And I'm gonna set it to 100 everything. And then we're just gonna place it on there. And then after that, we can have the water. Like have the faucets actually interact with the water. Alright, so. Oh, for anyone that just joined, here's what we're doing. So we're making the running water part right now. So we already made the faucets that turn. We're gonna make, so one faucet's for hot, others for cold. And then like, if you add it, the two together, it affects the water pressure, which just makes like cups fill up faster and stuff. And the water is gonna be able to interact with the sink, the cup, and a mug, and maybe even an ice cube tray. But anyway, here's what I have so far. I just made it so you could turn the faucet. If you press L1, not L1, R1. If you press R1 to grab it, and then you turn it, you could turn the faucet, and you could do the same thing with the other one. So right now, I'm just making the part where the water actually comes out. And this is the decoration that I'm using for the actual water. I'm gonna have to zoom in. Oh, I have to show y'all something, so check it. You might have noticed that this is facing the wrong way, so like I want it to like go like this looks fine, but I don't want it to like be going from the wall. I want it to be like, you know, this one facing the other way. So a trick I found out on LBP when it's central is that in order to place decorations on the back of an object, because like in order to get it facing the right way, I would have to place it on the back, or I guess you could use like a rotating disc. But one way to do this, one way to place decorations on the back of objects is to place it on a light, like an LED light. I mean the trick said to, when I read it, it said to place it on a mic strip, but like an LED light also works. You could just set it to like 0% brightness and all that, so like you can't actually see the light. And then what you could do is you could place the decoration right here. Oh, I didn't mean to make it bigger. Could rotate it. What? It just disappeared as soon as I flipped it. That's weird. Okay, there we go. I want it to be facing 90 degrees, so I'm just gonna use. There we go. Oh yeah, and we have to set this to visible to play mode no, so you can't actually see the light. But yeah, that's how you place decorations on the back of objects. I have to move this up a bit. And then I'm just gonna make it so this should be a bit taller. So I'm just gonna make another, what's it called? What's the pipe decoration I was using before? This one right here. So I'm just gonna make it so it goes straight up. Oh yeah, and the way to center decorations on the decoration mount is to set it to scale to top. That makes it scale from the top, but it also makes it so when you place it on the top, it's automatically centered. Like this. It just centers it like this, and you don't really have to put much effort into doing it yourself. So that's how you get it to like line up perfectly or whatever. But yeah, I think this is good. Alright, so for the actual water, so water actually comes out of this. What we're gonna do, so we're gonna use this one, and I need another decoration mount. Because we're gonna make it so the water doesn't clip through the cups. And we're gonna do that by using a decoration mount and a piston. If you set it to scale from top, I'm gonna show you what scale from top means. By default, it scales from the center. So, oh, I can't see. I have to lock my camera, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna try that again. This time I'm gonna lock my camera. Okay, I think this should be good. If you ace the last level, we'll be putting a 3, you could actually get a version of this waterfall decoration without the part at the top, like without the horizontal part, only the vertical part. But I didn't ace the last level because my story mode, it's like glitchy, it like glitched out, it's weird. It doesn't line up perfectly, but there's like a trick we could use to fix that. Wait, no, we could just if we set it to in and out, I think maybe that will fix it. If not, I know another trick that we could use. Okay, that's good. I think we just have to center it if it isn't ready. Okay, yeah, it wasn't centered. And now we're just gonna make it so we could toggle the water on and off. And it should flow all the way down, unless there's like a cup. Okay, so that flows all the way down. I don't want it at 400 though. Let's see how long I could get it without it like. Okay, yeah, it looks like, cause like later when I have it with the cup, I'm gonna show you. Okay, so now we're gonna actually make it work with the faucet. So like I could already turn the faucet, but as of right now, cause I didn't set up the logic for that, it doesn't have any effect on the water. So what I'm gonna do to fix that is to have an OR gate. So I'm gonna make it so the timers from, I have a timer on each of these faucets. So I'm gonna make it so the timer pretty much represents how much water should be there. So if I set this to add inputs, it just takes the cold water and adds it to the hot water. And then I need to set this to left, right. Wait a sec, what did I just do this now? I think I wired that. I accidentally took the wrong wire. Oh, I took the output instead of the input. Okay, I see now, because it was like on the, it was on the other side, so I didn't see that. But yeah, I'm gonna set this to left, right. We're gonna be using up, down for something a bit later. I think I need to invert this. Oh, wait, no, I don't. I have to set this to 0. Like the left, right should be set to 0. And this needs to be set to positional for it to work properly. Oh wait, I had it connected to the wrong thing, the wrong decoration mount. But yeah, the water I think is like right behind it. Alright, there we go. There's the water. Left, right. And then we need to set this to 0. And then we need to set this to positional. And yeah, as you can see, you can barely see the stream of water. Now we're just going to make that invisible. We're going to make it so that when it's... I'm going to use a sequencer set to positional to do this. And I'm going to make it, I'm going to add like a drip later on. I need to set this to like more stripes than this. I'm not going to count how many stripes. But like it basically just needs to be at least 10, but preferably more than 10. And I'm just gonna stretch this out. So like the position of the how much water you have is represented by this sequencer. So it's like if I have this set at positional, I have to make sure I set it to that. Okay, yeah, set to positional. And then I'm gonna show y'all. Okay, so as you can see, that works now, so that's cool. And even like the two values like add together. So I think I'm gonna change the color of the water, like to make it more blue. Like I mean it looks alright right now, but alright, yeah, that's good. But yeah, the thing I was talking about before, how I like don't want like a stream of water. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna place an opacity tweaker on the decoration mount. Wait, where is it? Where's the one with the water? I think it's right here. So I'm gonna make it so like let me show you what the sequencer does. So it pretty much makes it so it measures how far the thing is being pushed. Oh wait. I don't think I should be using an AND gate here. Alright, so I'm gonna teach y'all something you didn't know. The problem is when I press this, even when I'm not turning it, it goes. Using a circuit node is better. And let me show y'all why. At least for this, because when you have a timer and you have it set to speed scale, it's taking the percentage and it's receiving the percentage signal from your joystick. Percentage is basically 0 to 100, so when you're not pushing your joystick, it's outputting a signal of 0, and when you are pushing it, it's 100, and if you're pushing it a little bit, it's like in between. So I'm just gonna make it so grabbing it is what controls the flow of that signal. Like it shouldn't even be detecting your joystick unless you're grabbing it. So that would work better, because like it was like going on its own when I was grabbing it, and I don't want it to do that. Like, let me see if I'll have this wired up correctly. Like, what button do I have here? Yeah, I have the right button. Do I have to set the speed scale or forwards backwards? Okay, yeah. Oh, I forgot. The controller that I'm using right now has drift. That's why. I'm gonna switch controllers. And then that should work just fine. I'm gonna have to log out for a second. But like, I forgot. That would mess up this whole thing. I didn't even know PS4 controllers could get drift. But there we go. This should work. Assuming this controller does not have drift, this should work. Okay, yeah, this controller is working. But yeah, now I just have to do the same thing for the other one, because the other one would have the same issue. Wait, no, actually, let me test it out. Okay, yeah, so it wasn't my logic, it was my controller. But yeah. I'm actually gonna flip this so I can see it better. Well, I mean, not flip it. It's like this. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I thought it was my logic, but it was my controller. So yeah, I just had to switch controllers, and now it works. So I was having some problems with my other creations too, where it was like going when it wasn't supposed to be going. But yeah, it's good that I had two controllers next to me. But yeah, I'm gonna turn this off, and then after that, we're gonna, let's see what we had over here. So check it. We have the faucet handles that turn. We have the faucet handles for hot and cold. For measuring the temperature, we're just going to do it real basic. It's just going to be either hot, cold, or warm. I'm not going to measure the exact temperature because that would require division, which I don't know how to do. I only know how to divide whole numbers in Little Big Planet, not decimals. So I'm not even going to do that today. So water pressure, we already did. And then the water interactions is what we're going to set up right now. And then, I mean, we should do hot and cold water and then do that. So, wait, did I do the thing with the battery already? Or, oh yeah, I was in the middle of like doing the thing with the opacity tweaker, right? So basically, the way it's gonna go is if it's like, if the handle is turned enough, then the water should be visible. Well, no, I didn't do that right. I have to use a Nokia, I forgot. I mean, technically I could just invert that, but yeah, so this represents like the water being like, let's say 0.5% on, and then this is like onward. So if it's like 50% on, then like 100% water, like how big the water stream is. So like you shouldn't even be able to see the water if it's that small. So then we just need to connect the NOT gate to the opacity tweaker, and then it should function correctly. So where did I place the opacity tweaker? Right, it's right here. Can barely see it though. Okay, so now you can't see the water at all. You can only see the water if you turn the faucet. Oh, and I need to see the opacity tweaker to 0. To 0% fade time, because I don't want any fade time. I just wanted to switch on and off. And to do the dripping, the way I'm going to do the dripping of the water is I'm going to make it so I need to make another battery. So if the water is only on like a little bit, I'm probably just going to make this battery shorter. If the water is on a little bit, it should be dripping, so I'm just going to have an emitter. I'm not going to have nothing fancy. I could technically use the condensation thing. Like there's a decoration that like automatically drips. So I could use that, like this one right here. But I'm just going to use an emitter that emits this water droplet right here. But that emitter is only going to be active if the water is on a little bit. So like if the faucet is turned a little bit, then the emitter should only be on then. Okay, to make sure it's centered. That's why I'm setting it to front view, so it's centered. I'm gonna zoom in a bit so I can see. I'm gonna set it to preview mode so I can see even better. But yeah, I think that's good. So basically it's just gonna be dripping, like a small drip, like that. And every, let's say 1 second, half second maybe. Let's say 10 at a time. Alright. I'm gonna actually try something. I never used this setting before, but if I set this to speed scale, I'm gonna show you what I just did in a second. Okay, I never actually. That's cool. Okay, let me show you what I just did. So check it. The battery has this setting called sequencer relative. I never used it before, other than like just now. I've only like, I don't remember ever messing with it in my life, but like I'm assuming this is what it does. When the sequencer position is right here, it outputs like 1%. If it's, and then 50% right here, and then 100%. So like the position of the sequencer it like determines the strength of the battery. So in this case, it's like how fast it drips. I'm actually gonna make it easier to. But yeah, the fastest that I want it to drip is, let's say, every 0.2 seconds. I'm actually gonna change these to 1.5, so it's easier. So yeah, 1.5. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But yeah, when you have a little bit of water, then it drips. I'm gonna make it so like when it touches this battery, the drips just straight up disappear. Or whatever, because it would look weird if like the drips is still coming, so I'm just gonna make it get destroyed. Okay, so yeah, this is good. I'm gonna actually change the watercolor back so like it's a consistent color, the drips, like so it's a lighter shade of blue. Like, so probably what we had it on before was just fine, but so yeah, I'm gonna just set it to this blue, I guess. Oh yeah, and I have to turn front view off. But yeah, that's cool. Alright, so now I have to check this, and then assuming I did everything up here, which I didn't, the hot and cold water. So yeah, like I said, we're not gonna do nothing fancy with that. All it is it's either hot, cold. I don't want to deal with the actual temperature, because like I said, that would require division, which I don't know how to do. I didn't watch the tutorial for that. Jessica has a tutorial on how to do division in LBP Planet. I did not watch it. And even if I did, I don't think I would be doing division in this live stream anyway, since I'm trying to keep things simple. But anyway, I'm just gonna regress the logic a little bit. So I guess what's it called? The logic for hot and cold is gonna be in the middle, I guess. So yeah, I'll just place it right here, and then I'll reorganize things later. So like, this is for the cold, and then this is gonna be for the hot. And then the AND gate in the middle is gonna be for when it's hot and cold, which should activate like a warm thing. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna need another sequencer with the battery on it. So if I set this to positional, it will pretty much detect if I have any like cold water or hot water whatsoever. And also I'm gonna color code this actually. If I color code this, like, I mean, I don't know if it's different in different countries, but at least where I'm from, this is hot water and this is cold water. So I'm just gonna color code it so everyone knows. I don't have another decoration mount. Oh wait, I do, it's right here. So I'm just gonna place like a ring. Not a ring, I could just like do like a cylinder. Where's the basic shapes? because they're right here. So I don't have to do everything. I could just do a cylinder or whatever. But I need to set this to scale from top so it actually centers it without having to like put in too much effort to do so. It just automatically centers it, which is cool. There we go. So this is gonna be hot. And then the one next to it is gonna be cold. Alright, so, and then blue. I'm gonna make those rings a bit smaller actually. Okay, so that's 110, and then I'm gonna set this one to 110. But yeah, hot and cold. But anyway, back to the logic. Basically, it's gonna be like this, where if you have like any hot or any cold whatsoever, it's gonna detect it because you have this set to positional. And I'm just gonna connect the timer to this. And then I'm gonna do the same thing here. All this is backwards, by the way. It's because I flipped it or whatever. Like when I flipped the faucet, I flipped this as well, so that's why. Alright, so this is for hot. So like if you have hot, we actually don't need a Nagi. Well, like I'm gonna try it with the Nagi first. So if you have hot, and then this one is gonna be for cold. So when you don't have any hot. And this one is like when you have hot and you don't have cold. So this is when you have cold, but you don't have any hot. And then I need it for both. And then I need 3 tags for that. I'm gonna have a selector set to 3. I should probably set it to 4 because if there's like no water running or whatever, so. But I don't think it's gonna be an issue. So you have 3 tags, just one labeled hot, cold, warm, just to keep things simple. I'm just placing the word water first, so like when we're scrolling down, you could see it better. And water warm. So like, cause the tags, or like the tag labels are organized by alphabetical order. And then water cold. And then I guess when you don't have any of these active, so like when both Alright, so when both of these are inactive, and it's gonna be like no temperature, so I'm gonna try that. Nah, I need 2 dot gates, I guess. So when there's not any cold, and when there's not any hot, then it should be 0. But like now, it's just like, this is the hot. Now it's no temperature. And now this is cold. But if you have both, and again, I know I need to add sound effects. But yeah, I'm gonna add sound effects now, I guess. Alright, so there's a few different ones we could use. We could use this one and then just like raise the pitch. I mean lower the pitch. I'm gonna turn that down till I figure out what's wired to, so I guess we could have an OR gate. Yeah, so when you have any hot or cold water, wait, no, not even the water. We want to use the, what's it called? We had like a timer on here, right? Or a sequencer, yeah, the sequencer. So when the water isn't dripping, then it should be on. And I have to turn the volume back up. Okay, that works. But yeah, the dripping was a nice touch. I'm not sure what I'm gonna use the hot and cold for yet, but like it's nice that we have like the temperature control in case we need it. Alright, so now for actually we did the faucet handles that turn hot and cold. We did the water pressure. So now if you wanted to like fill up a cup or a mug, I'm gonna show you how to do that. And to make it so like the water doesn't clip through the cups. Alright, so let's say you have a cup. There's a category called containers. Actually, I'm gonna do a mug first. Just like a blue mug. Alright, so yeah, like I said, I don't want it to clip through here, so I'm gonna show y'all how to prevent that. But first, I need, actually I can do that later. But anyway, the way to stop it from clipping through there is by adding a tag And then we need a piston. Alright, so both of these should be invisible. And then this one should be set to dynamic, but the other one should be set to static. So the one at the top can move, only the one at the bottom. Wait, my mouse just drops. But yeah. Okay, so check it. So for anyone that just joined, here's what we're doing, making a functional sink. We just did the first part. We did running water. So we have faucet handles that turn, hot and cold water, and then the water pressure. So I'll show you all of that, and then we're going to move on to the next part, which is making the water interact with stuff like cups. So we have this. We have like a dripping thing. Alright, so anyway, oh yeah, the cup. So I was talking about the piston. Alright, so we're gonna have to have a piston, and we're just gonna have it set to the piston isn't gonna be active. We're just gonna have it so it's gonna be set to 0% strength. And let me show you what that does. So we have a piston set to 0% strength, and we have a follower on the end of this piston. So the follower, it's gonna follow the tag. So the tag is like the bottom of like the cup or the mug, and we're gonna set allow left to right movement. We're gonna set allow up down movement to no, and then we're gonna flip it on its side, which means that it will only allow up down movement. Why do I reply in chat rather than just speaking? I don't know. Sometimes I do that. But yeah, I guess I could speak. Yeah, I could speak too, but yeah. Like I said before, my sack boy is just OC. I'm a girl in real life. I just play as a sack boy so I could dress up as my favorite rappers and stuff. So like a lot of my costumes, I usually like listen to music while I create. So like it's easier for me to recreate the outfits from music videos if my character's already a boy. Cause like back when I played Little Big Planet a lot, I was like into costume making. But yeah, wait, why did I set that to 100%? But yeah, 0%, follow, tag, and then we actually need a label. We're just gonna call this water surface. Do I have a Twitch? No, I prefer to stream on YouTube, since most of my audience is here anyway. I mean, I thought about Twitch, but it just makes more sense to like, if I'm like streaming to my YouTube audience, to do that on YouTube. But I don't know, I might try it in the future. So yeah, water surface, so like whatever. Wait, why is it not showing up there? I think I forgot to press enter. Oh wait, no, I just set it to water. Yeah, I meant to set it to water surface. But yeah, right now we're just doing the thing for anyone that just joined. Right now we're doing making it so that this doesn't clip through. Oh wait, I have to set the radius up to like something higher than this. And then I have to set this to water surface so that it follows this. But I only want to follow it when it's actually in contact with the water stream. And I need this to be set to, I think, 0. I have no idea what all this is. Alright, so like for anyone that just joined, let me recap what we did. So you probably already saw the demonstration with the water. In case you haven't, here it is. So like you're allergic to logic. Yeah, like it's like easy to understand if you like catch the beginning of the stream. I stream like once a month, every Sunday. In case you didn't know that, not every Sunday, once a month on Sunday, same time every week for the most part. But either way, let's see, which one do I want to explain? I mean, it probably won't help if you. I'll try to explain it so. But this right here, this timer right here, I said it set to 0.5. I mean 1.5. It controls like how much water. It controls the water pressure. And then this right here, basically only thing I have is my joystick wired to it. So like when I move my joystick left and right, like I have to be grabbing it for it to even activate. But when I move my joystick left to right, it changes how much water there is. So it's like I have to be grabbing it and have the joystick for it to affect the timer. I should probably place the timer on the other side, which I had originally, but then I flipped everything. And then the sequencer is for like if it's like any cold water at all, it will detect it. And then I have like the temperature wired into here. Like this is just the temperature logic. I could technically replace this with XOR gates, but I'm gonna keep it like this for now. That's it. Thanks. But yeah, the piston. I was trying to do the piston. For some reason, the follower isn't following. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna place the anti-gravity tweaker on this temporarily. Okay, sticker panel should be set to 0, set to static. As you could probably tell, I love this game, but I never bothered touching logic. For me, like I did create mode when I was younger. I was always making levels with my friends and stuff, but like when I was younger, the only thing I knew how to use was an emitter. Like in one of my other streams, I was like playing through my old levels, and it seems like I knew how to use the emitter, but like nothing else. But like when I got older, like when I got to high school, I got more into logic. And then like when the server shut down, like all I had to do was create mode. So like I spent a lot of time like learning logic and stuff. Plus I discovered LBP3 Essential during that time, so that helped me a lot. So reading the tutorials in the LBP3 2 section is what basically taught me logic. Still only know if you like really all you need to do to be good at logic is to understand everything in this category, everything in the logic category, and then everything else in your pocket is like self-explanatory. Like obviously the grab sensor is for grabbing stuff, but like this right here, if you understand this, you can really do anything. And the way you understand it is by paying really close attention when you're watching tutorials on YouTube. Because most people don't really explain things in depth unless you're watching Come From C. Come From C does, and so does Codex, but Codex is French. but everyone else just only says the steps. I explain my stuff, so does come from C. But like, you just gotta pay really, really, really close attention to these gadgets when you're watching tutorials, and then you could be good at logic. I mean, like, if you're still interested in creating, of course. I think I might have this set to the wrong layer. Is that it? No, that's not it. I did this in one of my other streams. Okay, well, either way. In order for this to even work right, you would have to use a sticker panel. Like, in order for it to work realistically, you would have a sticker panel, so like when you're in contact with the sticker panel, then it should follow. Oh, I realized what I did wrong now. I had the follower set to 100, set to 0%. This should be set to 0%, not the piston. And I have to set this to include touching. Okay, now it's working, I just have to adjust the positioning of the follower or the tag, one of the two. Oh yeah, and I need to make this invisible. And mute it so you can't hear that. And then look, I think this isn't the right layer. Oh, I realized what I did now. Yeah, multitasking, not a good idea. Like talking and creating at the same time. That was what was screwing me up. That also happens when I'm like excited. Like I can't talk and create at the same time, and I can't talk when I'm excited or like extremely like upset or whatever. Like if I get into an argument with my sister and then I try to create, like I always forget what I'm doing. So like, yeah, talking while distracted. I mean creating while distracted. But yeah, allow up down movement to no. when it's rotated like this, basically means that it can't move left and right, only up and down. But yeah, if we set the piston, so the reason why I have this piston here is so that I could have the piston connected to the, what's it called? Where's the water? I'm gonna turn the water on for a second so y'all can see. Wait, what did I do to the water? Like, this faucet straight up isn't here. I must have broken it somehow. It's really weird. Okay, either way I could just copy and paste it. It's pretty much the same as this. So I'm just gonna delete this one. Copy and paste it since I can't find it. Cause like, oh wait, it's right here, But yeah, I don't need this one, I guess. I moved it by accident earlier. Yeah, I just realized that. Okay, yeah. But yeah, now I see it. And the decoration mod is right there. I should probably glue that. Like, I color coded it in case it's like different in other countries. Because where I'm from, like, the hot water is on the left and then cold is on the right. Or maybe it's different per sink, but alright, there we go. Now it should be working. So if I turn the water all the way on, I could see the decoration mount. You should make a 5 Nights at Freddy's fan game creation a little bit planner. I could help if you like. I would, but I don't play 5 Nights at Freddy's, so my motivation to do that sort of thing would be kinda low. So like, I'm not really interested because I don't play the game in real life. When I was younger, I didn't even know that glue existed. I imagine your levels must have been sort of interesting if you never used glue. Like, when I was younger, I didn't know that you could smear objects. Let me show you what I mean. Like, I thought when I was younger, instead of doing this, I did this. Like, I did not know that I didn't know you could just smear. Like, I did that. Like, so yeah, I'm glad I do this now that I'm older. I just used bolts to put their stiffness to 100% and made them invisible. Yeah, well that's the way too, but yeah. Now that I'm older, I'm glad that I'm aware of like the actual features of the game. But anyway, oh yeah, the piston, that's what we were doing. So the reason I added this piston in the first place is so that the cup doesn't clip through the water. So now I just have to find the outputs. Wait, the output is right here. And then the position of the water should determine the position of the water. I should probably head off now. Good luck with the creation. Thanks. Agent 3. Ever since I met you, I've gotten way better in logic. That's good. Like, that's why I try to be like detailed in my tutorials. Like, it's like I'm trying to like help people improve skills in the long term. Like, not just show how to like make stuff like a backflip, but also show the stuff involved. So I'm glad that they've helped you. To the point I'm schooled at it. Wish the servers weren't shut down. Yeah. So do I. But like, at least you could still create mode. You could still do create mode. Like, my dad plays Gran Turismo, and he was telling me that they locked off like one of the Gran Turismo games. They locked off the creation mode. Like, there was like a track editor in one of the Gran Turismos, but like once the server shut down, you couldn't access that. So like, I'm glad Little Big Planet didn't like shut off the creation mode when the servers went down. That would have been messed up. I'm trying to see where the up down input is for the decoration model. Alright, there we go. Now all I have to do is set this to like 0. I have to set the up, down. So alright, so yeah. Basically what I just did right now is I made it so the water can't clip through, because before, without this piston in place, you could really have the water flowing straight down through the cup. So with this piston in place, it doesn't do that anymore, which is good. Alright, so now I'm gonna make it so you could do it like with a jetpack or whatever. Or like you could hold it like with a jetpack. Oh yeah, position sound. If you set it to no, it will actually be louder. I'm doing that because I'm about to lower my game volume. I know the jetpack could be sort of loud, so I'm just gonna, I guess, turn that down for now. While I'm using the jetpack. Okay, let's see. Alright, there we go. I know it's quieter now because I like lowered the volume. Because like the jetpack sound is like lower, it's higher than everything else. But yeah, if I set this to grabbable, you should be able to grab it. I'm just gonna place a gyroscope on it so that way it doesn't tilt. Like, I'm gonna show you what it would look like if I didn't add a gyroscope. It looks fine, but I just don't want it to tilt. And I don't need this anymore because I don't want it to float in midair. The player could grab it if they want to. And I feel like this is too heavy, so I'm gonna use a physics tweaker so I could change the weight. Oh wait, collisions is fine. I need to. 54 is way too heavy for my Sackboy to lift. In case y'all didn't know, Sackboy only weighs 1 unit. Whatever this unit is, he only weighs like 1 unit. So like, obviously 54 units would be like way too much for him to pick up. I'm gonna try maybe 3 is fine. I'm gonna try that. It's a little bit heavy and it's tilting. If I made it lighter, it would actually tilt even more, which I don't want. That's why I'm adding a gyroscope. Like, it's lighter, but now it like tilts. So I'm gonna add a gyroscope so like it doesn't tilt, so that it stays at that angle. Rotation speed should be at 1000, so it rotates to that angle as fast as possible. Oh, I didn't realize this, but like, apparently I have to place the grab sensor on here too. No, that doesn't work. It's like a separate hitbox. It's really weird. I obviously want to be able to grab it by its handle, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make like a I'm gonna use like the stencil method or whatever to do this. I'm gonna turn off the water. I really don't need the water on right now, so I'm just gonna turn that off. Alright, so I'm just gonna make a cutout of this so I could grab the handle. I didn't know this, but like you can't, the handle, it's like not grabbable. It's weird. Like this, like the actual part right here is grabbable, but like the handle isn't. Even if I were to place this, and I just tried that, but like it didn't work. So instead I'm just gonna use the the cookie cutter method is what I call it. Basically create a stencil using cardboard and then make that cardboard invisible. Okay, there you go. So I have a stencil now, as you could see. So now I just need to make that invisible, and I need to make it so it only collides with Sackboy. So I'm gonna need a physics tweaker. And I'll make it so it only collides with Sackboy. So collisions, tagged objects, and Sackboy. You could actually place a tag on the Sackbot and set the tag to Sackboy if you're using Sackbots for whatever reason, like in your own creations. And then I'll need an opacity tweaker. Set to 0%. I just got an idea. How about a Friday Night Funkin' system? That seems fun to do. I would, but I don't play Friday Night Funkin' either. I don't really like rhythm games, to be honest. Like, the only rhythm game that I've played is Alvin and the Chipmunks, and I have the Squeakle on my DS. But yeah, I think I played it like once at my neighbor's house, but I'm not really into it. Like, I don't really play most popular games, to be honest. Like, the only popular game I play is probably Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, I play other popular games, but like most stuff that everyone else is playing, I'm not really playing. I just play what I think is fun. Like, probably the only game that came out recently that I played, besides Tears of the Kingdom, I haven't gotten Echoes of Wisdom yet. Echoes of Wisdom. I never played Friday Night Funkin'. Like I said, I played it once at my neighbor's house. Like, I tutored my neighbor's kids. I mean, I used to when I was in high school. So I would go over their house sometimes too when I was bored. And like, I played like, they probably have it on Roblox, right? I don't know if I actually played it or I played like the Roblox version, but I played it like once. And I didn't really like it too much because I don't like rhythm games. What's my opinion on the Nintendo Switch 2? It's like, I'm looking forward to it. I played Animal Crossing New Horizons, so I'm hoping there's a new Animal Crossing game on there. And this definitely gonna be a new Zelda game eventually. But yeah, I'm gonna wait till they iron out the bugs, because like with any console release, there's probably gonna be bugs, and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it like a few months after release. What do you mean, Alvin and the Chipmunks? It's this game I have on my DS. It's a rhythm game, the only rhythm game that I actually like. It's like a rhythm game for Alvin and the Chipmunks. So like, with Alvin and the Chipmunks songs, like, I know people think their voices are annoying, but I actually like their music. Like, there's like a lot of rock and roll songs in there. I don't even like rock and roll music, but I like it when they sing it. Like, it got stuck in my head. Like, the songs from the game got stuck in my head. I need to glue this. Is this already glued or something? I must have already glued it when I was talking. But yeah. Now, I should be able to grab this. I got a question. What are you making? Game server shut down. I'm making a sink, and I'm creating for fun. Little Bit Planet, for me, is sort of like a sketch pad. Sort of like how people like draw for fun, I create for fun. So like, yeah, it's just a way for me to express my creativity. Like, sometimes I'll make random stuff. Other times I'm trying to push the games to its limits. I think like not yesterday, but like a few days ago, I actually like made a sneezing ability for Sackboy. I don't have it in my pocket, I didn't save it. But like, I made it so you could like press L1 to open your mouth and then release it to sneeze. It's so random. But like, I just thought of the idea when it was like 2 a.m. in the morning. But yeah, I'm making a sink in case you weren't here. Wait, what happened to the water? Did I accidentally delete it or something? That is so real. I feel LBP3 is one of those games where you can make creativity come to, like, yeah, it's like I got these ideas in my head and then I could just like create it and LBP3 it. And also I go by GP, not Afro. You could call me either Afro Sac or GP. GP is probably faster to type. That's what I go by. I must have accidentally deleted the water, which is unfortunate. You can still play online through Beacon servers, it's pretty active. Yeah, I heard about Beacon, but I don't want to jailbreak my PS3. It's like a family console, so I would have to ask permission, and I already did, and my dad doesn't want me jailbreaking it. And I don't think my laptop is powerful enough to, yeah. Okay, before I remake it, did anyone see me accidentally delete the water? Or did I like move it somewhere? Because I had like a stream of water. I'm trying to demonstrate how this works, but I can't if the water is gone. So if anyone saw the water, let me know before I just make it again. Oh, I see it. I think I see it anyway. It was like this is the thing I placed it on. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to change that. The water is here. Basically, the way I made it is I made it so it's only like, let me show you what just happened. So like the water, I don't know why it just disappeared just now, but either way, it's there. It's here again, which is good. But yeah, let me showcase what I did with this. But yeah, something that's cool what I did is I made it so the water can't clip through the cup, because like if you just used like a decoration by itself, the water will like flow downwards and it would flow through here. But I made it so it doesn't do that, so like the flow of the water, I'm gonna zoom out so y'all can see. So the flow of the water adjusts itself. I need to make it so it only does it when it's actually in contact with it. Wait, hold up. I'm gonna place that tag on a separate object. But yeah, I just did that using a piston. Like this piston. I have a follower on one end of the piston, and the piston itself is actually set to 0% strength, so that it's just being controlled by the follower. And I have the follower set to allow up-down movement, no, and I have it rotated to the side, so it actually doesn't allow left-right movement. Cool level, I like it. Thanks. But anyway, what I was doing just now, so I was about to place sticker panel on here. I miss LBP3 through server. Yeah, so do I. I actually found some footage of me like going through the community levels. Like I think I was like, I don't know what I was doing, but like I guess I didn't realize I was recording. I found some footage of myself just going through community levels. The servers were like really slow, but like yeah, I might upload that footage on my gameplay channel. But yeah, I was just like going through the levels or whatever. Look, I'm trying to make it so it flows downwards, but it's like flowing upwards. That's weird. And also I need to set the thing. I need to set it to like, I know why it's doing that. I need to add a not key, I guess. And now the water disappeared again. It's really weird. Okay, so for the decoration mount, I need to set it to like 0.1 seconds. And I have to add a not key. And I'm at PS4 level. Private servers that work on the PS4 as of right now, if that's what you're asking. But as for me, I don't really make levels too much. I just make random stuff, like the sync and the sneezing ability that I was talking about earlier. So I make character abilities and just random stuff. Or like stuff from real life. Like I think one time I made like a reclining chair for Sackboy. I posted it on my Reddit. But yeah, before they shut down, I heard they were working on servers for PS4, but like they shut down like yesterday. Like they said they don't have enough motivation to keep their servers up. I guess I'm gonna have to add an OR gate or something to make it so like. How was my day? My day was okay. I woke up late. I mean, not late, but like I woke up at like 12. I mean, cause like I went to bed at like 5 last night. Because like I was reading a book, like a really good book. It's like book 4 in the Maze Runner. I mean, it's not. It's like a prequel, so it wasn't as good as the other books. Like book 5, I think book 5 is better. Like I didn't really like this book because I had like different characters than the rest of the series, and I was a bit confused about why they did that. But yeah, I just finished the book I was reading last night. I finished it this morning, so now I'm gonna read book 5 after the stream. Water servers. The refresh servers didn't shut down yet. I played online today, but they indeed will in March. Oh, okay, in March. But yeah, it's too bad that they're not doing PS4 servers, I guess. Because like I heard that refresh is working on PS4 servers, but yeah, it's too bad they're shutting down. Okay, where did I place the water? The water is right here. I think I had it connected to the wrong thing. I'm just gonna set this to boots until I finish so I can see the logic. So I can see the decoration mount better. There won't be custom servers on PS4 as long as the PS4 is relevant in the gaming market. There are still new games sold on it. I suppose we have to wait at least 5 more years. Yeah, true. Some people on Reddit were saying that we should, that someone should make a level where you could, someone should make a website where you could share levels. And other people were saying that's pointless because private servers exist. But, I think it would still be cool for those that aren't able to connect to custom servers or, they don't want to, if they have, a family console where they can't jailbreak it because it belongs to their family and they don't have a powerful PC, they could, still download levels that other people are making. You can still download the levels from the archive if you have a PS3 or PTSD. But, it would be nice if you could do levels on PS4 as well. And have a website for that. Okay, yeah, like I said earlier, I'm changing this color. This is way too much blue. I just couldn't see the decoration mount and I was getting confused. So that's why I changed the color. Yeah, that would be a cool website. Yeah, I wish someone would make it. I don't have any web development skills, so I can't do something like that myself. And I don't have a jailbreak on PS4. And I'm playing on a family console, so I can't really jailbreak it anyway. Oh yeah, in case you didn't see, I added a drip mechanic earlier, so in case you weren't there for that, I just made it so when it's a little bit, it drips. But yeah. Why is it going down so slowly? Okay, that's not it. Has to be the thing. Like I said, I thought I set it to 0.2. It's going real slow. Now, why is it going back up? Okay, that's weird. Alright, so I'm just gonna add a thing where if it's not touching anything, then what it does, it just goes straight down. So I'm just gonna have an OR gate. Cool sync. Thanks. Okay, I think I got it working. I'm gonna test it. Okay, yeah, now it works. So I made it so the water can't clip through the cup. It took a bit longer because I was talking and creating at the same time. But yeah, it seems to be working now, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna make it so you can actually fill up the cup now. And the way I'm gonna do that is with the decoration mount. I'm just gonna take the cup out of the sink. I'm gonna turn the water off for now. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna add the. I mean, it doesn't really matter because you could like barely see. I wish there was like a decoration version of the mug. Wait, there actually is. If it's like, if you get it from a community level. I'm gonna check my. If it could even fit in my level, because it takes up a lot of thermometer space. But like, I don't like how it's like. Wait, let me show you something. So, if you were to shrink this, as you could see, like the cup, it's like you could see more inside of it, like the layer. The layer doesn't change when you change size. With the decoration, you don't have that issue. Or like, there's glitches you could use, but I don't know how to use any of those glitches, so instead I'm just gonna use a decoration. Like this, the floating emitter glitch and the floating note glitch, I don't know how to use those. I don't have them in my pocket, so I'm just gonna use this. I'm gonna just place the mug as a decoration. Okay, if I wanted to make it bigger or smaller, I could do that. I'm gonna see if it's the right size, and also I need to make this a physical object. So I'm just gonna make like a cutout of this. I already did it with the handle, but I'm gonna do it with the whole thing. If I just do like the stencil, I'll make a stencil of this, and then I place it behind. And now I'll have like an impression of this. Okay, I'm gonna move this back a layer, and then I'm gonna set this to front view so I can see it better. Alright, I think this is good. I just need to make it bigger, and then after that I'll have like an impression of this. But yeah, then I'll just make this invisible. So all the logic that was on here, I'm just gonna place it onto there now. And it wasn't really logic, it's just gadgets that make it behave the way I want it to behave. Wait, that didn't work. Oh wait, it did. I just didn't place the opacity tweaker. Oh yeah, it was right here, so I didn't get it. Wait, no, that's the grab tweaker. I'll just get it from my pocket, I guess. Alright, there. Now it should have the same properties of the cup we had before, except this time it actually changes layer properly. I mean, not changing layer, but like the size is correct. But now, if we want to be able to fill up the sink with water, then we'll need a decoration mount, and also I could delete this. I don't need this, as far as I know. I don't think I need it. Okay, yeah, I'm good. I could delete it. So if I use a cylinder decoration and I make it blue and I place an opacity tweaker on it, that could be water. Oh yeah, and also I have to set this to scaled from the top so it automatically centers it. Alright, there we go. I hope this is good. Okay, yeah, it's good. It's good. I was worried that it wasn't gonna. Okay, I'm gonna see how it looks now. Okay, so this right here is gonna be the water. Like I said before, I'm gonna make it blue, and I'm gonna place an opacity tweaker on it. Okay, for anyone that just joined the streams, here's what we're doing. We're making a sink, so we're making a functional sink with running water, handles that turn, so that, and with water pressure, and the water could interact with other objects. So for the water interactions, the only thing I did so far is the cup, which I'm sort of like reworking a bit. But let me just showcase that. So we have running water. And we have it so like it drips. If it's only running a little bit, then it drips. To invert this, I guess. But yeah, like that. And you could do the same thing with the hot water. You could like combine it or whatever. But yeah, it's cool. Do you play on PCS3 or console? I play on PS4. I'm just creating for fun. So yeah. I place an opacity tweaker on this, and I think 20% should be fine. Or 30. Oh wow, that's really neat, GP. Thanks, Risco. I think that's good. I think I'm gonna change it to a different shade of blue, like more turquoise, I guess. Yeah, the thing with RPCSD is you sort of have to have a powerful PC to run it, right? Like I see so many Reddit posts talking about how it like isn't working or whatever, so Her PTSD is getting better, but yeah, it's not perfect. Yeah, like for me, I just don't know if my computer would be powerful enough to run it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna set it to up, down, and set it to front view. Basically said I'm working on a new recording set, just about to the sound design of things. Oh, that's cool. Starting today, it's day 1 waiting for Little Bit Planet for me. I honestly don't know if Little Bit Planet 4 is gonna happen. Like, people are saying Sony doesn't care no more about Little Bit Planet or like any of the like the old games. But then again, they did say they were making more family games. But like, it's not like a guaranteed thing. I wish Little Bit Planet 4 happened, but like, it's sort of unlikely. Okay, I'm gonna start over this because I'm like trying to center it. Or whatever. I need to set this skill from top and I need it to be centered. Normally, skill to top centers it automatically. Okay, the thing is like this particular decoration, the mug isn't centered because I used a decoration. Okay, so maybe I should do adjust the decoration for the mug. Yeah, I think that would be easier. trying to find the decoration mount for the mug, because I'm using a decoration for that. Alright, so what we're gonna do instead of we're gonna use a cup. Like I was gonna do that originally, like the thing said cup or mug, so I was gonna do the mug because it's simpler, but now it's like not simpler since the whole layer thing is annoying. So yeah, we're just gonna use a cup. The cup, it's a little bit more to explain, but like I basically just have to use a piston. Like I used a piston for the thing right here, so I'm just gonna have to do the same thing there, where I have to use a piston to get the positioning to be right. Let's go from top, and then I'm gonna use there's two cups I could use. I could use the paper cup or the plastic cup. I like using the plastic cup because it looks more realistic, or I don't know, it just looks cooler. And then I could set this to red or green or really like anything. I'm gonna set it to green. And then the good thing about using the cup is that like it's like an actual decoration. It's not like modded in like these are. So like I should have no problem placing it. And then I'll just do the cylinder. And the cylinder, like I said, I shouldn't have any issues with this one. I keep kicking my chair. Or like the wheel or something. Skill from top, yes. Okay, that should be auto centering it. Alright, good. Now it's auto centered. Gonna make sure these are in the same layer. What I don't like about decoration mounts is that if you flatten them like this, they're like invisible. And like you can't see them, which is annoying. Okay, yeah, I think this is good. Okay, so now I just have to make it so it goes from here. So I'm gonna do 190. It goes from 190 to, let's say, like at the bottom it has to be smaller. So I'm just gonna use like positional to do that. Okay, yeah, I think this should be good. So 112 to 190. And then we're just gonna use a piston to raise and lower it. I hope that's centered. I'm gonna go straight down. Alright, there we go. And now I just glue that to this. Okay, alright, so like I'm gonna make it so the position of the sequencer, I'm not the sequencer, the piston, it controls the position of the what's it called? The decoration mount. I'm gonna temporarily set the decoration mount to like up down 100 so that I can actually see it and connect it. Left, right, and then in and out. And then I might need to invert that. Alright, so if I just set it to positional. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to invert it because I want it to be small at the bottom and then big at the top. So I'm gonna place the NOT gate and all the other logic I need here. now it's working. I just have to adjust the piston. And obviously this doesn't need to be at 100. I just need to move the piston up and down. So for now, I'm gonna use a toggle to control the piston. And I'm just gonna set it to forwards backwards. So I could like test some things out. Okay, that looks good, except I need to make the piston visible and mute it so you can't hear it. And I need to make it shorter. I think 0.5 more would be good. Guys, don't wait for LBP3. Try it. Instead, try to enjoy the games when you can in the future if you can't play it, and as long as you can. Yeah, I'm definitely still enjoying LBP3. Like there's still like a whole bunch of stuff I want to create. But yeah, I'm not really waiting for LBP3. Like I know that it's unlikely. Like I obviously want it to happen, but it's unlikely. So I'm just like enjoying the current LBP3 games. Okay, now all I have to do is make this a physical object. And then I should be good. But yeah, then I'll just make this invisible. And I need a material speaker so I can make it grabbable. And I need to glue it. I'm not gonna glue it like, if I were to like glue it like just by holding X, I would glue it to this, like the thing that's supposed to move up and down. It can't move up and down if it's glued. So instead, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna glue it to the thing that's like meant to stay still. So now it can still move. But yeah, I was just using the toggle for testing purposes. Okay, and I need to make this transparent because water isn't this blue. So I'm gonna make this transparent. The opacity tweaker. I think 20% should be good. Or 30. It's too blue. Okay, yeah, that's good. That actually looks nice. Like, it actually sort of looks like water. Okay, I'm gonna test this now. Okay, it's good except it needs a gyroscope. So it doesn't rotate like that. Because I don't want it to move. I mean, I don't want it to rotate. Alright, there we go. Oh yeah, and like we did before, we need a thing at the bottom so the water doesn't clip through the cup. So we're just gonna place a tag here, call it water surface. Let's make this invisible. And then we're gonna glue it. I almost forgot to make this invisible. Oh, I had it in like the wrong layer. Okay, so yeah. I'm actually gonna place a tag on here, and I'm gonna call on the stream of water, so like the sticker panel to represent the stream of water, and I'm just gonna call it water stream, I guess. So that way it only fills up the cup when it's actually touching the water stream. And this should be toggled on and off by the sequencer right here. I know this should be speed scale. So I'm just gonna copy and paste this and just set it to sequencer relative yes. Because that way it controls like the speed that it's going, so speed scale, and then I'm gonna set it to, wait, no, it's positional. Speed scale, then I'm gonna set it to 0.1, so moves as quick as possible, and then this one right here. Oh wait, that's what did I just do? Okay, I'm gonna use a timer. I feel more comfortable using timers. That's okay. So then I'm just gonna use a positional thing. So speed scale for the timer. I forgot that pistons don't work the same way as timers. I was like, they have the same input options, but nah, positional is the way to go. And the timer, and then what if I had connected to that? Probably gonna have to invert that. And then I'll set the timer to positional as well. I mean, not positional, speed scale. Set it to 5 seconds. Oh yeah, and I need an end gate. So I'm gonna make it so that when you're touching the stream of water, and depending on like how much water pressure there is, the cup fills up. So I just need a, what's it called? An impact sensor. So I'm gonna just set this to water stream. Oh yeah, we need like a sound effect for filling it up. I'm gonna set it to tweak, so like the pitch of the sound effect depends on like how much water is coming in. So the milkshake one sounds pretty good. The sound shouldn't even be playing right now, which is why I added the circuit note to make it, to try to turn off the sound a bit. Okay, I shouldn't even be able to hear that. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a selector to simply like toggle another sound or whatever. Or I'm not sure if that will work, but I'm thinking maybe I could override the sound, but yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try to like override the sound. So like maybe if I replace it with another sound. This works with music sequencers, but oh, I know what I need to do. don't need the selector. All I really need is the, what's it called? Yo, I used to love Little Big Planet. Nice memories. How you doing, bro? I'm doing pretty good. I'm just trying to make a sync right now. Oh yeah, in case you just joined, which you probably did, I have this so far. So I made it so you could turn the faucet, and when it's turned a little bit, it even drips. And I made it so the, what's it called? The stream of water doesn't clip through the cup. So like this. And yeah, that's pretty much all I did so far. I'm just trying to make this cup fill up. And I'm just trying to make the sound effects for that, like I made it fill up. But I don't want the sound effect to play all the time. Okay, there we go, I fixed it. So now it should only play when you're actually touching the stream of water. I wanted it to be like a different, like the sound effect pitch to be different depending on like how full the cup is, but that doesn't seem to be working. But yeah, it fills up, which is cool. I'm gonna make it so when you grab it and when you press L1 you can drink it. That's pretty cool. I remember when I had the game I used to play with my friends all the time. I never had online, so it was only through co-op. Yeah, I used to play with my friends too. I had online and I used to like play with my friends like every day. And then like I also played with my cousins. I don't know if you ever heard of this level, but there's this level called Precious Sack. It's like really fun in local co-op. Like a lot of the levels I played, like hide and seek, could only be played online. But like Precious Sack, like I didn't play it when I was a kid, but like when I was a teenager, like when I got older, like I discovered that level, and I used to play with my cousins all the time when they came over. So yeah, Precious Sack. It's by Pink Zep. Basically, you just drop weights on sackbots that are like shooting at you, and like it supports up to 4 players, but it's kind of chaotic with 4 players. But it, like 2 or 3 players is like perfect though. So yeah, when I press L1, there's the grab sensor on this, so I don't have a grab sensor. Alright, so originally I inverted the timer, but instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just gonna use Hanaki, so it's easier to read. Or like it's easier to like see it, whatever. I can't lie, this is cool, I just joined, but thank you for bringing a lot of good memories back. You're welcome. But yeah, the sync, let's see. Oh yeah, I don't need to invert this no more. And I need to add a direction splitter, or converter, whatever it's called. Yeah, direction converter. And then I'm gonna make it so when you press L1, you drink it. I'm gonna test it out. Oh wait, did I connect it right? Okay, yeah. You could drink it now. I should have like a slurping sound effect. Alright, there we go. And then when I press L1, I could drink it. Alright, let's see what else. I don't like how you can't change layers when you have the what's it called, the jetpack. That's kind of annoying. I didn't even know there was this much coding in the game. You seem pretty good at this stuff. Have you already made your own map? Yeah, I made my own level. I made the last time I made a level was my 4th of July level. The stream is pretty much almost over. I don't usually like to go off topic, but I guess I could show you. Like, I have it on my gameplay channel. So I'll show you my gameplay channel. Hold up, I just gotta find it. Like, I'm on my create mode channel right now. So I'm gonna switch screens in a second. I'll show you like some gameplay I recorded on my level. It's not high quality though. Like, I was like, it was my first time using OBS. So like, if the screen is like lagging or tearing, that's why. But hold up, I'll show you. But yeah, it's this level right here. Like I said, the screen capture quality is not good at all. I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna re-record it like maybe this summer before then. But like, this is my 4th of July level. I'll show you the swimming and diving part. This is the ice cream. Wait, oh yeah, I made like these dance animations or whatever. But yeah, wait, when did I start to showcase the diving? But yeah, I basically made swimming. So you could swim and, oh yeah, the diving is right here. So I made it to, you could climb up the ladder. And then do like a flip. And I had to piranhas just for fun. The piranhas was a suggestion from my dad. I was like, what should I add? And so he just said piranhas, and yeah, then you could do the head first dive, which is my favorite. But my favorite part of the level is the firework box. Basically, you could customize the color of the fireworks. So like, I have it set at like gray. And then let's see what I'm gonna do here. You could choose the color of like each section of the fireworks. So it's the I Love Little Big Planet firework. So you could and it just does the colors that you see right here. It does the exact colors. And I did that with the RGB tweaker, which is unreleased logic. There's like a total of 126 different colors. Different combinations for fireworks. Because there's 14 different colors, 3 sections of the fireworks you could customize, and then like 3 different fireworks. But yeah, that's probably like, besides the diving animations, this is probably like the most logic intensive part of the level. This right there. So yeah. Oh, and then I made the food power-ups. So like the food power-ups, it's like burgers and stuff. And like chicken. And with the decoration mod, I made it so you could open and close the umbrella. But yeah, that's pretty much the level. Dude, this is truly awesome. I got this biggest smile on my face right now. I miss this game. You're pretty cool, man. Thanks. But anyway, yeah, if you want to see this on my gameplay channel, it's called... My gameplay channel is AfroSacGP Plays. So yeah. Anyway, back to the... What's it called? Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah. I was making this. Let's see. I was gonna make it the way I have it set up. It takes longer to fill up if you have like a smaller stream of water. So like this is the progress. As you can see, I have like a little bit of water flowing from the sink right now. So it's taking like a really long time to flow and fill up. So as you can see, the water right here, because it has like a little bit of water. Because I have it set to speed scale. But anyway, if I drink the water, and then if I turn this, I don't know why they made jetpacks like this where you can't change the layer with the jetpack. That's annoying. But yeah, that's the normal fill-up speed, if you have it like all the way. And then like if you have it like halfway or whatever, so. I need to invert, I'm gonna fix this. Basically when I made the cold water faucet, I just copy and pasted it, but now it makes the controls confusing because the controls are flipped as well. So I'm just gonna add a not gate makes stuff do the opposite. So I want it so when I move my right stick in a certain direction, like the faucet moves in a certain direction. Okay, I'm gonna try it now. Okay, wait, I'm gonna try something else. I think I need a direction splitter and a converter. Okay, yeah, a not gate by itself isn't gonna work. Yeah, I'm gonna use a direction splitter and a converter. Like, I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna just flip-flop the signals. Oh, I forgot to connect it up to here. I thought I did, but... Alright, there we go. Because like on my end it was like real confusing. Because like I said, I flipped the logic when I flipped the faucet. Because like I made the faucet for the hot water. And then I just copy and pasted it to make the faucet for the cold water. And also I'm going to make the cardboard thing lower. So I'm not standing on midair. I'm just gonna shape it so it's like the right shape. Okay, yeah, and then I'll just do the same thing for this one. Okay, yeah. Now it's a bit more realistic. So like the collisions are a bit more realistic. Logic still works the same way though. And like the speed of the drip could also be controlled. Like I have it so like if you have it turned a little bit, it drips a little bit. And then you could increase the speed of the dripping too. I did that by using a setting that I almost never use on the battery. I'm gonna turn the dripping off for a bit. But like, there's this setting on the, where is it? There's this setting on the battery. It's called sequencer relative. And I never used it before. But basically, ignore this one. This one is just like, it's just a regular battery. But this one is set to, wait, no, not this one. This one. It's set to sequencer relative. So that basically means that like when the battery is, when the line on the sequencer is right here, it's like 1%. When it's right here, it's 100%. And anywhere in between, it's like whatever percentage. So this looks to be about maybe 40%. So I have the emitter set to like speed scale. So like depending on how far along the line is on the battery, like that's how fast it goes. So yeah, the fastest it goes is 0.3. That's what I have it set to. And then anywhere in between, it just adjusts the value. So like, so you see now, the line on the sequencer is like closer to the end of the battery. So it drips faster. But if I turned it like this, it would be slower. So yeah, that's what sequencer relative does. It just gives like, instead of outputting 100%, it outputs 0 to 100 depending on how far along the line is. So yeah, really cool. And again, the setting on the emitter, it's speed scale, and then the fastest speed for the frequency is 0.3. But yeah, that's why I did that. And the way I changed like the stream of water, like this, is I just used a decoration mount, and I had it set to like probably like 0 and something else. I'll check. Yeah, so it goes from 0 to 60. I'm gonna set this to 70 actually. Wait, no, 65. Wait, why is it doing that? Wait, did I do something accidentally? That's pretty smart. How long did it take you to figure out this coding stuff initially? Okay, so like when I was younger, the only thing I knew how to do was use an emitter and like basic stuff. Emitter, grab sensor, that's really all I knew how to do. But like when I got into high school, I got more interested in this kind of stuff. And then when the server shut down, of course, create mode was like when the PS3 server shut down. I play on PS4, but like when the servers shut down, for some reason I was playing on PS3. I mean, the PS4 and PS3 server shut down. Like a couple, like I'm talking about like when they were down, and then the PS3 server shut down. Like that was like, what was it, back in 2021? Back in 2021, when create mode was like the only thing I had, I was pretty much on it like all the time. And that was around the time that I discovered LBP3 Central, an old LBP3 forum. It's archived now, but like I read like almost all the tutorials in the LBP3 2 section, and that's why I got good by reading the tutorials on LBP3 Central. Like back then I didn't have social media on my phone. I got social media now because it's probably good to have like social media if you have a YouTube channel. But like back then I didn't have social media, so when I was bored, instead of scrolling through TikToks, I don't have TikTok, but like I scroll through Reddit when I'm bored. Instead of scrolling through Reddit, I would scroll through LBP3 Central and read LBP3 2 tutorials. And even now in my free time, I read like the help section. Sometimes like once a week or whatever. And sometimes when I'm bored, instead of watching like Adventure Time videos, I mean I do that too. I watch Let's Plays, I watch clips of Adventure Time. But I also watch Codex's tutorials. It's LBP3 2 tutorials. So I could continue to get better. But yeah, LBP3 Central. That's why I learned how to create the tutorial section. Okay, I said I was gonna fix this. What did I? Oh, I know what I did. Yeah, I forgot to connect the AND gate. But yeah, I'm just testing to see if it adds up correctly, which it should. Yeah, I have the OR gate set to add inputs, so if you have the cold water or the hot water running, it like adds up for it to get the correct water pressure. So yeah, just I have it set to, where's the OR gate? Right here. Add input, so it just adds up to, it adds the two timers together. And then I have like a timer on each thing. So this 1.5 means it takes me like 1.5 seconds to turn the faucet all the way. If I have my joystick pushed all the way, of course. Alright, yeah, let's see. What else do I want to do? I was gonna make an ice tray, but I really only have like 15 minutes or whatever. I'm gonna see if I could do any more like... I wish it was possible like to increase the size of objects and then not squish the layers together. Like this looks okay, but then if I make it bigger, like the inside part is gonna look thinner. No, I don't really like that. I tried to use a decoration, but like the decorations I was using, like there isn't a mug decoration that isn't modded. I was like using a modded mug decoration, and I was having trouble with that. So I want something that's like proportionate to the size of my sink. Isn't there like a pot and pan thing? Yeah, there's a camping pot, but like it's sort of too small, but I could use it. But yeah, for anyone that missed the beginning of the stream and is wondering how I like made it fill up, how I made it like not clip through the, I made the water not clip through the pot, I'll demonstrate that one more time. I mean not clip through the cup. I'll demonstrate that one more time with this. Alright, so check it. I used a decoration mount with a cylinder on it. Hopefully this works. But yeah, for anyone that didn't catch the beginning of the stream and is wondering how I made the stuff fill up, that's what I'm demonstrating right now. So check it. If you want anything to center on the decoration mount, all you have to do is set it to scale from top, set it to yes, and then when you place the decoration on the top, you don't really have to put much effort into centering it. It will like auto center. Like it won't even let me place it anywhere else. It just auto centers it as long as I make an effort to place it in the center. Most of the time it's auto centers. Why isn't it doing it now? But yeah, I guess you have to be near the decoration mount for it to work. But that's what scale to top, scale from top does. It just auto centers it like that. And then since this is water, I'm gonna set this to blue. I'll change the opacity a bit later. But yeah, I'm just gonna set it to blue. And then make this longer. I mean like bigger. And then like after I get the size right, I'm just gonna set it to 0. Setting it to front view also helps. Zooming in would probably help too. Alright, so check it. This right here. I want it to be the same size as the pan. And then I'm just gonna center it again. Alright, there we go. Apparently this object isn't centered. Okay, that's why I initially used the decoration, since it wasn't working like that before. It's supposed to be centered. I wonder if there are any more container decorations, because apparently this works best with a decoration. Man, how I miss this game. Yeah, like you could still play it. You could still play create mode if you have a PlayStation, or if you have PCS3, you could still do create mode. But yeah, the community levels you can only do if you have a PS3 or a PCS3. You could download them onto a USB drive and still play that way. So yeah, you could still play if you have a PCS3 or a PS3. Me, I just create on PS4, because create mode is like my favorite part of the game. I don't know why they didn't make the object centered. I was gonna show you how I did it like with a different object, but like all the objects, they aren't centered. I mean, there's a way to do it without centering it, but that would just make it easier if it was like centered, so I could use like the auto center trick that I was talking about before. But yeah, it is possible. So yeah, in the 10 minutes that I have left, I'm gonna show you how to at least fill up this thing right here. It's not centered though. Why isn't it centered? Imagine if they made another Little Big Planet game. That would be awesome. Yeah, it would be pretty cool. Like, I'm hoping Little Big Planet 4 will have more logic. Like, I don't know if I'm the only one that noticed this, but like in terms of Little Big Planet improvements, there's sort of like a pattern. Like Little Big Planet 1 didn't have much logic, so like visuals were like sort of the thing. People made levels with nice visuals, and then Little Big Planet 2 they added logic, and then in Little Big Planet 3 they improved the visuals again when they added more layers. So if it follows that pattern of visuals, logic, more logic should be next. Like in terms of visuals, there isn't really much to improve other than I guess making the game 3D. So like 16 layers was cool and all, but like if we had another 3D Little Big Planet game, that would be cool. But what I really want is more logic. So like math, like it's possible to do math in Little Big Planet already, but like there should be like specific tools for it. Alright, there we go. Now I just have to do an opacity tweaker to make this transparent, so it's not like bright blue. Okay, this is already turquoise. I'm thinking about playing again, but only to play local with my friends. If you do play local with your friends, and if you have a PS3, you should check out the level. What's it called? It's called Crush Your Sack by Pink Zep. So yeah, it's a pretty fun level to play in local co-op. Like I don't recommend playing with more than 3 people though. If you play with like 4 players, that level is like really chaotic. But like 2 or 3 people, it's good. Assuming you play on a PS3, you could play community levels too. Again, with the USB drive. I'm gonna temporarily make this. Yeah, I just don't want it to clip into the pan. So I'm trying to make sure it's like the same height as the pan. No more, no less. I mean, less wouldn't really be as much of a big deal, but I just don't want to like clip through the bottom. Alright, then I'm gonna set this back to 20%. Okay, so there we go. We got some water in here. And the way you make it go up and down, make the water level go up and down, is by setting this, the up and down. You just set it to 0%. And then you would connect the logic, like the, what's it called? So yeah, again, I'm demonstrating for those that missed the beginning of the stream how I did the water level. So I pretty much just made it go like up and down. If you want to be able to like drink the water, I mean you don't drink water from pans, but like I did this for the cup. Speed skill is the option you want to set it at, because it allows you to go forwards, backwards, and it gives you a pause. So ejection command. So like when it touches the stream of water, it should go forwards. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. So I have like a thing. The stream of water is right here. It's just like a sticker panel that's set with a tag on it, and it sets water stream. So then I would just, to make it work for this pan, to make the pan change the water level, I would just say to require tag. Yes, and then water stream. And then I would just need to connect that to the positional input of down. And I would just need to set this to positional, because for now it's set to start stop. And to make it go fast, I have to set it to 0.1. Okay, so let me show you what that would do. Like, it would pretty much make it so you could like raise and lower the water levels. I don't want it to take 4 seconds, so let's set it to 2 seconds. And let's see how the cup logic was like more advanced or whatever. Like how did I do the cup logic? Like I had like an AND gate. Oh yeah, I remember now. So check it. There's this thing, this option on the battery called sequencer relative. It means when the sequencer stripe, this blue thing right here, when it's at the beginning, it's like 1%. When it's halfway, it's 50%. And then all the way at the end is 100%. And it goes basically in between 0 and 100. Instead of outputting 100, how much it outputs depends on the position of the stripe. So what this means right here is I could make it so when it's touching the stream, the circuit node is the same thing as an AND gate, by the way. I'm just too lazy to get an AND gate out of my pocket. I mean, not lazy. It's the quick time saver. If you know that you're not gonna use more than one AND gate input, you could just use a circuit node instead. So I only want the stream of water thing. I only want it to increase when it's actually touching the stream of water. So this right here is the speed that it increases, and then the activate input is like making it so it only increases when it's touching the water. So yeah, I'm gonna try it with the AND gate now. I mean with the jetpack. So that means I need to set it to grabbable with the grab tweaker. I hope it's not too heavy. If not, I could just change it, I guess. Yeah, it's too heavy. I'm gonna use a physics tweaker. And then the new weight is gonna be like 2 units, I guess. Sackboy weighs 1 unit, so he could pick up something twice his weight, I guess. So yeah, And then I needed a gyroscope because I don't want it to rotate. That would make it a little bit tricky to get water inside. So I'm gonna set it to max everything. Now when I lift it, it just stays like that. But anyway, let's test the water. I didn't do sound effects, but basically, oh, wait, is it touching the water stream? I forgot to set it to include touching, because that's what you need to do for sticker panel. Sticker panel isn't a physical object, so to get it to work right, it has to be include touching. And one more thing, like as of right now, if I were to do this right now, the water stream would clip through the thing. My jetpack fell. The water thing, as you could see, it like clips, which isn't very realistic, and also I forgot to glue that. Okay, I'm gonna use advanced glue, if I can. Advanced glue tool, so I don't accidentally glue it to nothing else. Okay, as I was about to demonstrate, as of right now, if you... Oh wait. It's like off center, and I don't want it to be off center, like when I was moving it around with the jetpack. So I'm gonna have to rewind to like before I was testing it. Alright, there we go. Now I'm going to glue it, I guess. Like, okay, yeah, just as I figured, it's not even. I should be able to glue it now. And now I just have to adjust the decoration mode. Alright, and there you go. So it should work now. It should be glued now. I just have to set it to grabbable again if I didn't already do that. Okay, it sets default. I have to set grabbable, and I'll have to place a gyroscope so it doesn't rotate. And then I'm gonna show y'all how to fix the clipping issue, like how I fix that issue. So gyroscope so it doesn't tilt when I grab it, and then I need a physics tweaker to make it lighter, because right now it's like 10 units, which is way too heavy for Sackboy to lift. So I'm gonna set it to like 2 units. Sackboy weighs 1 unit, by the way. So I guess it makes sense that you could like lift twice his weight. I mean, wait, no, that sounds crazy. Lifting twice your weight sounds crazy. But like, he must be like a strong guy if you could do that. Alright, there we go. So, as I was about to show you, there's an issue where... I'm gonna show you how I fix that issue. Where like, it clips through, so notice the water flows through the thing, which is unrealistic. And the way I fix this issue is by adding a layer of sticker panel at the bottom and just placing a tag on it. A tag called water surface. So to fix that clipping issue, like that's all I had to do. I had to make sure it was like the same width as this, so like the same length, I guess. I just made it invisible and I placed a tag on it. And I placed it at the bottom. I'm gonna zoom in so I can see better. And I just placed a tag. And then after I place this tag on the sticker panel, it will fix the clipping issue because I have a piston that sets a follow. Like I have a follower on the piston. Oh wait, I think I forgot to set the tag label. Oh, I know why. It's because I have the cup here, isn't it? It must be following the cup. Oh, it's in the wrong layer. This is layer 1. You could check layer by pressing R2. If you're zoomed out enough, you should be able to see it. It's not showing me the layer. But either way, I'm assuming this is in the wrong layer, which is why it isn't working. So yeah, I just had to set it to the right layer. Now I'm gonna have to use advanced glue so I don't accidentally glue it to the piston stuff. Wait, no, there's no piston here. So I don't really have to use advanced glue, but okay, yeah, that's weird. I'm pretty sure I have this set to waters. Oh, wrong tag label. That's why. Water surface. Yes. Water surface is what it should be following. Okay, yeah, it works now. Let me show y'all with preview mode. So if you have a tag set to water surface, not water stream, that's something else. Water surface is what makes it stop the clipping thing. So now as you can see, it does that. And I did that with this piston right here. The piston has like a follower on it that follows that particular tag. Which causes it to do that. So like it doesn't clip through. Include touching, that's why. Include touching makes it work with sticker panel, so. Okay, there you go. Wait, why is it only working on the handle? That's weird. Wait, do I have this set at the wrong setting or something? It's really weird. I'm gonna place the thing on here to see if that fixed it. Okay, yeah, it looks to fix it. It was just in the wrong layer, I guess. But as you can see now, it fills up the pan. And if I want to, like, I guess, like, not drink from the pan. I don't think anyone does that, like, drinks from pots and pans. For the cup, it made more sense. But if you wanna have a container that you could drink out of, you just, like, have L1. So when you press L1, when you're grabbing it, so again, a circuit node is the same thing as an AND gate. Right here, I'm actually just being too lazy to place an AND gate. But yeah. So when you grab this, and when you press L1, you could drink it. If you like drinking stuff from pots and pans, which hopefully no one does. That's a bit weird, but like, yeah. And then it will refill since it's under the water. So yeah, when it's under the water, like I said before, it doesn't clip through. You could just like pick it up, and the water won't clip through, which is cool. And yeah, just to demonstrate one more time before I end the stream. In today's stream, I made a sink, a working sink with water. So as you can see, it has like a dripping thing. The water drips. There's hot and there's cold water. This is the hot water. And I made it so you could fill up cups. And like other containers. And you could drink it. Oh yeah, and the speed that it fills up depends on like how much water is coming from the sink. So like if I set it to this, it would take like longer for it to fill up. Great job, dude. This is very creative. This is making me want to watch Little Bit Planet videos again. Yeah. Create mode is pretty cool. It's like my favorite part of the game, like I said earlier, since you could like make anything. Oh yeah, and like I said earlier, the water fills up faster if you have it like at full strength, like I did there. Because as you see, because before I only had the water on a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much what I made. I didn't do everything I was planning to do, but I'm pretty satisfied with what I did do. So yeah, hot and cold water, like I said earlier, plus the dripping thing. In case you didn't see earlier, speed of the drip could be controlled as well. And yeah, I'm gonna probably post this on my Reddit a bit later, or like maybe tomorrow or whatever. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the stream, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your day, and thank you for joining.